All right, you guys, I'm putting the Zoom link in the description and in the comment section right now. So I just pinned it in the chat. And then also I sent out the mass email. So hopefully we get everybody on soon. We'll go ahead and get started. What's up, Matthew? Is your microphone? Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
Tired?
Yeah, I just literally sat down from coming home. So let me I'm gonna hop off the screen real quick so I can get settled.
Okay. All right, so if you guys want to join, go ahead and click the Zoom link that is pinned in the comment section. Got about a few minutes before everybody comes in. Greg. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, how's it going?
You good? How about yourself?
Good, good.
All right, we're getting everybody in right now. Does anybody have any questions while we're waiting for everybody to hop on? Nobody, no questions? Okay. John, how's it been going? Have you been making some calls today?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I contacted one person, but I left him a voicemail. I got his right phone number because it left me to voicemail. So I told him all the things that I did. And so, well, he hasn't contacted me back, but I know I got the right person because his voicemail said it was the right name.
Okay, good. So today was the first time that you reached out and you confirmed that he is actually the person that you're looking for?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's his name, same name as the voicemail.
Okay. And then what's your plan moving forward?
If he contacts me back, I'll probably just explain like how you say it in the script, what we do, our
Mhm.
service, no charge up front. I'll probably just email him some how do you say it? Some documents from the county.
Proof? Yep.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's like 22,000.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty
what
big.
I would recommend is don't wait for him to get back in touch with you. You need to contact him tomorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I sent him a text right now. I told him just hi is this, whatever his name is.
Mhm.
And well, he still hasn't replied to me, but I'll probably call him like twice tomorrow and shoot him another
Yeah.
text message
Yeah,
because
and you
it's
don't
still
want
pretty
to
big.
explain, yeah, you don't want to explain everything on the phone through text message.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. because you want to have the element of surprise. Okay, somebody who has
tomorrow. So yeah.
Okay. Yep. Make sure you guys are muted. But yeah, John, you you don't want to give too much information through text message at the beginning because you want to have the element of, surprise, and then also an ability to explain yourself in a professional and expertise way. Because if you just explain everything on text message, they might read it and it just sounds too scammy, and you can't even present, all the benefits of working with your company. They're just going to read, oh, your old surplus funds from the tax auction, we can help you out. They're not going to believe that. You need to actually be presenting this to them on the phone and try to get their email so that you can send over proof.
Yeah, definitely not. In the voicemail, I just send them, "Hi, is this so and so? If it is, could you please call me back?" And also in the text message, I also said that.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. So tomorrow when you call, I'm pretty sure he'll answer the phone.
Yeah, hopefully.
Nice. And what state is that in?
Nevada.
Okay. Did you use the video that I put on YouTube for showing how you can get the leads for free for Nevada, or did you use
Yeah, I used that one. I
Yeah.
just look at whatever county and
Nye County? Yeah.
yeah,
Nice. Yep. It's out there.
yeah, definitely. Almost like all of the leads are free out there. Maybe
Oh
some
yeah.
charge, but like probably you wouldn't
No,
like it's
everything,
like rarely that counties
yeah.
charge.
Exactly. Everything out there is accessible. Sometimes I get bored and I just go look for, surplus funds, excess proceeds list. They're literally everywhere. You can,
Yeah,
like that one in
definitely.
Nevada that I found and I put up there. One day I was just like, you know what, let me just look up some excess proceeds there. And
Yeah,
I found,
definitely.
yeah, it's fun. You do your research, you look for the keywords, and you just, I say you got to be cerebral. You got to be smart. You can't, you have
Yeah,
to know
definitely.
where to look. You have to know how to use Control F and search for keywords. But yeah, you'll definitely find the list. You
Yeah,
guys
definitely.
go
If I
watch.
get this deal in Nevada, I probably want to go. Since I live in Texas, I probably want to start doing and scaling my business in this state. Since you said it was an attorney state, so I'll probably guess it's like low competition.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yep. You can definitely go after it that way.
definitely. All right, think you're
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, I had a quick question if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So, how would you go about trying to find attorneys within your area?
You can perform a Google search. You can just look up real estate attorneys, whatever county that you're looking for, or whatever state, honestly, because if they're licensed in that state, they can, actually help you out with that claim. But if you're just looking for somebody in your area, you can just, look up real estate attorney near me, or you can search contingency lawyers on Google for whatever state you're looking for.
Right, right.
Find that. Yeah. What state are you looking for an attorney at?
California. I'm looking at Nevada and Florida, just because necessarily need an attorney in Florida. I'm pretty sure Nevada you do. But I just kind of got started today. My website is up and I'm starting to get rolling.
Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you just perform a simple Google search and reach out to them, call them, explain what you're looking for, and see if they can operate on contingency, or if they do have a fee, just make sure it's something that you can afford.
Right. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Question, Eric, are these Zooms, they're recorded on YouTube, right? All 7 days?
Yeah, you're live on YouTube right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we can go back and see them on like the past 7 days?
Yeah. And I have a playlist. So if you just go to my channel, it'll say 30-day challenge and they'll show all the calls.
Okay, quick question. I started to email one of the counties, and sometimes they give you pushback like, oh, we don't have that information. Like when you request lists, sometimes is there a reason why? Like, is it someone you have to just reach the right department?
Well, I mean, it all depends on who's actually responding to your emails. So maybe you might get somebody who's not knowledgeable in that field. But if you can see on their website that they're holding some sort of auctions, whether it's a mortgage foreclosure or a tax deed foreclosure or even a tax lien foreclosure, you want to be able to identify if there's going to be an overbid amount, because there's only a few states, like I know New York, where when the property's foreclosed, immediately the excess funds are escheated to the state. So if that's not the case, they're going to have excess proceeds somewhere, but not everybody knows where to look. So if you can see that they're actually holding an auction and you confirm that that state does keep surplus funds, so you can look up, you can kind of Google the statutes for this. And I actually did this for Washington, D.C. when we had, I believe his name is Darian. We had one of the viewers on the first or second day. He couldn't find any surplus funds information for Washington, D.C. And then after about 5 minutes of research, I was able to find it. But I had to first, I started looking in the actual state statutes regarding real estate and foreclosures. And once I confirmed that they do have some sort of surplus, I knew that I could then, find it somewhere. Not every county employee is going to be knowledgeable in this area. So you kind of have to guide them. So I would just confirm that they actually have foreclosures that lead to an excess proceed amount. And then once you do that, you can ask them those questions, well, where do you guys host the information for the results of the auction? Because if you see the results, you're going to see the opening bid and then the final sell amount. So that should be where you can determine the excess proceeds.
Okay, and your course goes through all of this, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Eric,
So
can I
you
say something
haven't
real
gotten
quick?
the course yet, Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the course actually. Not yet,
Okay.
but I'm gonna buy it. That's the
Yeah,
first step.
I got a whole section on there that
Okay.
gives you a template to email the county, and it'll kind of specifically identify exactly what we're looking for that will help you communicate with the county.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. John, you
Eric,
have,
can I say something real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
Some counties, like, they may charge you a small fee, but no, like they have it for free, but once you email them, like, they say that you have to send them a money order. That's what happened to me in Miami-Dade County. I emailed the
Yeah,
county and
if you're doing anything in Florida, man, all that's online for free. Just get with me. Some of them, yeah, they will charge you because then they're performing a service. They're gathering the list, or sometimes they might have printing cost or mailing costs. That's why. So, always try to find this information first by yourself, because like 85% of this information is online for free. It's public records. We're looking at the results of an auction.
yeah, definitely.
Real quick, I had a question. I just purchased your course today and have my website up and running today, but I had a question on the foreclosures. Am I supposed to email you for the foreclosure course, or is that included in there?
What do you mean by foreclosure course?
Yeah, so there's a tax overage course. How can I explain this?
Oh, so when you're dealing with a mortgage foreclosure, yeah, I mean, we can hop on a call and go over that, but it's going to be
Right,
everything
yeah,
the same. It's just you're having a different call. Instead of saying that they didn't pay their taxes, they didn't pay their mortgage. And I just uploaded a video a few days ago on the difference between tax overages and mortgage foreclosures. That video might be able to help you out.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the paperwork, you look at the agreement contract and things like that, it will list after the result of a tax overage / mortgage foreclosure. So you just have to reword some documents if you need to,
Okay.
especially if you're doing like assignment of interest or anything like that. You just make sure you edit those documents appropriately. Just have the correct literature.
Appreciate it, Eric.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started, guys. So this is day 7. This has been really good. we actually have a few individuals that are getting deals. To hear he got a person to agree to move forward. This is in Pennsylvania. So, you know, shout out to Tahir on that. He started, we did a mock call. I believe that was on like the second day. And, you know, he's been killing it. So, you know, this is for motivation. This is for knowledge. And this is to get you guys on the right track. So, you know, after the 30 days are up, you can, you know, successfully go out and start this, and you're fully confident in yourself and in this business. So as you guys know, I always like to start with motivation. So my little motivational nugget for today is the actions that you take now will separate you moving forward. So like I say this in my Monday motivation videos, anybody can get motivated. Anybody can, you know, watch a video, get motivated. Anybody can read a book, get motivated. Anybody can listen to music and get motivated. But are you going to take the next step? Are you going to take action? Because once you actually take that step and take action, you're going to be 20% better than everybody else, because nobody's really taking action like that. There's a reason why they're called the 1%. You know, majority of successful people are in the 1% for a reason, because they're not doing what the majority of people are doing. Majority of people are complacent, they're comfortable. You want to do what the minority do. You want to, you know, do things that are difficult. You want to put yourself in a situation where you're out of your comfort zone, but you are achieving your goals. You're going after your goals. So, you know, I understand if you're doing this business, I talk to individuals all the time that, oh, I'm tired. You know, I just got off of work. I don't really know if I have time to make calls today. You only need to designate 2 to 3 hours per day. And if you take action, you take that next step, you can learn how to do this business and then realize, okay, this business works on a basic system. People are owed money, people need to be contacted, and you just need to have the proper channels to file a claim. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can automate this, you can scale that. So while you're doing this business starting out, you should be developing that CEO mindset to start your own company where you can then hire people to make calls and do whatever you need to do. So taking action now will definitely put you further ahead in the future. So thank you everybody who's hopping on this call. You know, you're taking the action to watch, to learn, but I also want you guys to actually be making calls during the day or the evening whenever you have a chance, because this business does work. All right, so I have a few topics for today, but we can go over one question before I get into the topic. If anybody has any questions. Nobody has any questions, okay. Oh, Lysandra, do you have a question? What's your question? You can unmute yourself, or if your microphone isn't working, you can just, you know, leave it in the chat.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my question is, I realize it's different in every state, every county. How quick, are there areas that you know of that you can help us with, that we can, where we know where the quickest return may be? Because somebody just starting out maybe doesn't have the funds to survive for 3 months or 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So do we know areas that might be a quicker return to get started on those?
Well, that's the dilemma of this business. You're not going to get paid out fast. So, you know, I don't know any counties that are going to just pay you out that fast. This is a legal claim. You know, you're submitting a claim to the county. They have to review it. Sometimes it might go to interpleader that can prolong things. Each scenario is different. It might need a probate. You know, there's so many different factors that are going into each case. There's really no state or county that I can tell you, yeah, you know, go there and submit the claim and you'll get paid in 2 weeks. That just doesn't exist in this business. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that just to test it out, I did claim for myself in California, and it was only $200, and it took them 5 months to give that to me.
Yeah.
And they couldn't give me any rebuttal because I gave them 5 times the information that they requested. So there was no way they could fight me on it, and it still took 5 months.
Still took 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I personally have helped family members in like Louisiana and Florida and Massachusetts, and they got paid out pretty fast for the state funds. That was like 2 weeks. So
Mhm.
on those, you could get paid out pretty fast, but each
But
case
you just don't know. Yeah, okay.
is different. Yeah. That's the only dilemma of this business, which isn't a bad thing though, because initially you're making the call, you do the paperwork, and then boom, you just wait.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so that kind of leads into the topic of today is you should want to have cost in this business. So you initially got into this business to be a business. So first of all, you want to get incorporated, you want to have your LLC, you want to have your EIN, you want to have your business bank account, but you should want to have cost. And I'll tell you why. You're going to start receiving profits. So when it's time to file your taxes, you're going to want to reduce your taxable income. I know everybody would love to get in the business and just make profit and not have any expenses, but taxes are a thing. We do live in America. So, this is something that you cannot avoid, but this is something that you can use strategically. So there's a lot of expenses that can be tax deductible in this business. For example, a laptop. You can get a brand new laptop under your LLC that can be tax deductible. You can get a printer, any sort of cost associated with doing this business. If you have to send out mailers, if you have to ship any documents, your payment for your notaries, any type of legal fees, any business related costs are tax deductible. And when you start getting a certain amount of deals to get over the threshold to actually file taxes for your company, you'll definitely realize that it makes sense to have your expenses. You don't want to just have all these profits and then now it's tax time and you have to pay more taxes when you could have been using that money to grow your business. Maybe you can spend more money on marketing. Maybe you can get a little bit more efficient with how you handle business by having an auto dialer, by having a type of service where you can send out mass emails, mass text. Maybe you can hire that extra virtual assistant. So having expenses in this business is something that you want to have. Any business owner likes to have expenses because it's going to be tax deductible. And if you're doing it correctly, it should be boosting your revenue. So you guys shouldn't be afraid of cost. I've made a few videos on this, on all the costs associated with this business. And I even gave a video on how you guys can do this initially, not 100% free, but you can kind of get started with no money in this business. So don't be afraid of cost. Like I said, you got in this business to do business, so you should become a business. Go ahead and get incorporated, get your LLC, do whatever you need to do. Does anybody have any questions when it comes to the cost associated with the business? Nobody? Okay, let me check.
Are the lawyer fees considered write-offs?
Yeah, that's a business expense. Yep.
Okay.
Typically they're not an employee of your business. They would be considered that would be a contract situation. You are signing a contract with that attorney to perform their services. So that is something, you want to get with your CPA. You may need a W-9 form from them. You may not, not in all situations is a W-9 required. So just have some sort of method where you're actually tracking all of your expenses and anything that is business related. Okay, I got a few questions in the chat. Let me see. Stanley, you waving your hand to say what's up, or you got something to say?
I was going to refer to the taxes, what you were saying. I was going to say, a lot of people don't know nothing about taxes. They can go to Legal Shield and you know, they don't usually charge a lot. I go through legal shield for my legal documents and everything. They charge like $20 some a month, but
Okay.
they go over your paperwork and make sure everything is good. And they also can refer you to different attorneys in the area as well. So I use them. They're pretty good.
LegalZoom. Okay, good. You said that's $20 a month?
Yeah, it's called Legal Shield. They got a different plan. They got a
Legal-
personal plan and they got a business plan. The business plan is 20. I want to say $24.99. So
Okay.
you know, they'll point you to the right direction and guide you to the best way they could.
Okay, great. All right, thanks for sharing that with us. Jonathan Sorto said in the chat, he said, guys, X amount of leads is X amount of contracts. A phone dollar will help you so much in this business. Please don't be cheap. I mean, and that is true. The more people you contact, the more opportunities you have to close on a deal. And if you have a phone dialer, you'll literally speed through all the contacts and you'll be able to call more individuals. So yeah, you want to have expenses in this business. Hey. All right, so we're getting some YouTube comments. How much do you charge to teach this? You can check out the link in the description on my other videos. The course is $347, but you can use the promo code Take Action. You'll get $100 off. That's $247. I have the lowest price cost to teach this business. Other people are charging 2,000 plus, do not provide the value that I have, and they do not provide the type of assistance that I do. So, you know, it's up to you. If you want to learn, you got to learn this business from somebody. You might as well learn from me. Somebody said this information is great. It's only 5 likes. Get the like up, guys. Yes, please, you guys get the likes up. That just helps me, you know, do this. That boosts up my channel. Let's see. We got some more people. Unless it's changed, as long as you are working from home, some of your home expenses are tax deductible, rent, light, etc. Yeah, you just have to see how you're actually filed for your taxes. If you have a sole proprietorship, then yes, you can write off a portion of your rent as an office. You just have to make sure that you legally document everything. If you have an S corp, I don't believe you can write off a portion of your office. So you just need to speak to your CPA about that. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax expert. I can give you guys a little knowledge on what I have, but I'm definitely not a CPA. But yeah, I mean, if you do get your LLC and then you put your phone bill, you know, you can write that off because that's a business expense. You need to use your phone to make calls, the auto dialers, everything, all of those business expenses are tax deductible. You want to get your taxable income as low as possible. Okay, somebody also said, just came across this channel, sounds official. Thank you. Where can I start to educate with you, total newbie? So my recommendation is just check out my videos on YouTube. I have tons of free content. And if you're actually serious about this business, you can move forward with the course. Digital Marketing Services, LLC. Thank you. I'll be in touch with you for sure. Okay, so that's it for the YouTube chat. Does anybody have any questions before we get into the mock calls today? Today, I really want to, you know, work with individuals who are trying to improve their calls.
I have a question, but it's not in regards to calls necessarily. So I live in New York. I actually looked online, you know, different counties, and I saw that they require you to have the claimant form signed, and there's a disclosure that states that to the claimant that obviously they don't need the third party, which is me, to help them file the claim. How can you get around that? I'm not sure. Are you able to?
Yeah, so some counties do have that. I mean, they'll have it on their form. You do not need to pay a third party to help you with this. You do not need to pay an asset recovery firm to help you, whatever. They're just, honestly, I don't understand why they have this, because the county, they don't do a good job at reaching out to helping individuals. They frown upon this. They think that we're like bloodsuckers trying to take advantage of people. But in reality, we're assisting people on filing claims that they never knew about. So if we don't instruct them about this, who will? Because the county, it's not like they have a certain department who's doing the research like we're doing to actually get it off their books. I don't even know if this is true, but I would believe that they have that money somewhere, and most likely it's gaining interest somehow, some way. But the way that you can get around this, if somebody does read that form and they say, hey, I do see it says we don't even have to really pay you. What I would respond is, you can change your oil yourself. You can do a lot of things yourself, but we are an expert in this industry. Okay, this is what we do day in, day out. We can make the process as simple as possible. You can just sit back and get paid. We'll take care of the rest. We'll do the legwork. We'll do everything that's necessary because we know how to file the claim. We know what we need to do to get this, these excess proceeds back. If there is an attorney that is required, we'll get that for you. Yes, you can possibly do this yourself, but would you want that headache? Would you want to go through all the channels that are foreign to you when we can help you out with that? We are experts. We love to help you out, and you don't even have to pay anything up front. So we only get paid on the back end. And like I said, we'd love to assist you on that.
Okay, that's decent. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Will, I'm not sure what that question was. Will, do you file your own cavity?
It's a question sometimes. Hey, Eric, it's a question sometimes I'd ask people who, are trying to DIY on something.
Oh, I get it. Now you're talking about cavities with your teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I thought you were talking about a legal claim for a second. Yeah.
I'm just saying this is a, if somebody wants to go in, I mean, the lawyer who represents himself has got a fool for a client, is what they say. I wouldn't fill my own cavities. I wouldn't do my own tax return. Like, I find professionals to do the professional work. And that's what I would ask the person who's trying to say that. I think there's a good reason for the forms to say something like that. It's kind of their responsibility to, like, as a consumer advocate, to say, this is something you can do yourself. You don't need to hire someone and pay someone. From our perspective, we're trying to do a service and we're getting paid for the service. So if I'd almost think if I'd encourage somebody, if they really feel confident that they're going to do it themselves, go ahead and give it a shot and keep me in mind and call me. And if you need some help, let me know. Maybe that's not earning the 30% fee that we would like to see. Maybe it's earning a 10% fee for assisting instead of for doing the whole thing. Maybe you don't have any out-of-pocket expenses. They're covering their out-of-pocket expenses. Part of the benefit is, that we would be providing, you don't have to do any of it, like you said. So that's what that question is.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. That was, it's spot on, guys. You just, in this business, you just have to present yourself, as somebody that's trustworthy, and present to them that, by working with us, it's going to be beneficial for you, especially because you don't have to pay any upfront costs. So that is definitely something that we can do. Let's see, we got some more questions. Got some more people coming on the call. Oh, we have a few people that are asking, what is a phone dialer? So a phone dialer is an online service where you can import leads and contact multiple phone numbers at one time. So you can start a dial session where it will call, like 8 to 10 numbers, and it will weed out all the disconnected numbers. And if one number is accurate, it will get you directly to the person on the other end. So Stanley said call tools is a good one. We have phone burner. We have Mojo dialer. There's a few auto dialers that you guys can use. Let's go ahead and get into some mock calls. So if anybody's ready, like I said, to work on their call script, let's go ahead and do that.
Eric, I have a question.
Go ahead, Tasha.
So actually it's two questions. So I wanted to know, how do I find if a property has liens on it? And two, I signed up for Access Elite, and so I'm having a hard time figuring out in there, like for each county, how would I be able to find like a specific case, like the I don't know, already like phone number search for a specific case? It's kind of pretty broad at this point. So I don't know, maybe you know something I don't know.
You're looking for the leads on Excess Elite for that specific county that shows, you know, all their information, the property address, the owner, the phone numbers, things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so what you have to do is when you log on to Excess Elite, you click on either the Florida tab or the Nations tab. What state are you looking for?
Miami-Dade.
Okay, yeah, that's super easy. So you just hit on the Florida one and then you click on resources. So you want to go to the tab that says resources.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna hop on my computer really quick so I can follow along with you if that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you go to resources, this is going to give you the Excel spreadsheet that will then have all the counties. If you just click on where it says tax overages, it will show you that there's 67 counties in Florida. And then once you click on that, each county will show, you know, the information, either the link to the research, link to the surplus funds leads, link to the clerk of courts. It'll tell you how often that list is updated. But Miami is probably the most clearest county that you can find in the entire nation.
Okay. There we go, really quick. Okay, so you say resources.
Yep, so you hit Florida leads and then you hit resources. Do you see that spreadsheet?
Okay, Florida leads. I see a link. It says a link to all counties in Florida lead stash.
Yeah.
So when I click on that link, it gives me like a spreadsheet.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Then you say you're looking for the database that has the leads, that has all their information, phone numbers, property information, owner's information.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
Okay. And now how do I find out if a property has leads on it?
Okay. So what you do is you need to go back to the Florida tab, and then when it says counties, it will say 67 counties. You'll click on it. You'll find Miami-Dade, and then you'll click on the link that has where you can do your research. I'll go ahead and tell you now for Dade County, it's Real TDM, Miami-Dade. You go there. But, you know, it sounds like you just need to do a Zoom call with me. If you purchased the course, we can do a quick Zoom call to go over all of this.
Okay.
Did you get the course?
I did. I actually bought both of them.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So yeah, we'll just do a Zoom call and we'll go over everything.
Okay, awesome. I'll shoot your email.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right.
All right. Is anybody ready for the mock call?
Can I squeeze a question in here?
Go ahead.
So it has nothing to do with finding anything. This is all set up. You mentioned when we're signing up to get an account with a county, a credit union, preferably other than a regular bank, right? So is there any
They don't
criteria?
have fees. Yeah.
Right. So is there any criteria in the credit union that you look for? Because I tried with Navy Federal and they were like not having that third party kind of income coming in. So I have to find another credit union. So I was wondering if you have any suggestions of a, credit union to use.
Stanley said Bank of America is very good. Yeah, I'm in Florida, so we have a lot of different local credit unions. I actually have 2 business bank accounts in both our credit unions, and both of them did not have any issue at all. Navy Federal Credit Union. That's kind of like a really large credit union. I'm pretty sure you can find a small local bank that will accept you because, I mean, you are bringing them business. Your business is legitimate. So I wouldn't let that one bank defer you. And most likely you just had a teller who didn't know what they were doing.
Okay. All right. So a smaller credit union would be preferred.
Yeah,
Okay.
smaller.
I live in Miami-Dade too,
credit
so
union, smaller credit union, you won't have, you know, those. Oh, if you're in Miami, go to Suncoast Credit Union.
Suncoast. Okay.
Yeah, that's who I have. Go to Suncoast Credit Union. Yeah,
Okay then. Great. Awesome. Thank you.
you're welcome. Is anybody ready for the mock calls? Got to be somebody.
I'll do it.
Okay, Stanley. All right.
I got a little better.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the phone ringing sound effect. You already know the routine. I'll be myself. You can make up the dollar amount. You can make up the county, and you can make up the address. Hello,
Hey, how's it going?
who's this?
My name is Stan. If I'm speaking to Sean.
No, this is Eric. What's going on?
Hey, how you going, Eric? I'm calling. I'd like to know, was you the current the previous owner for 123 Main Street?
Yeah, I used to own that property. What happened?
Great. Okay, so what happened was this is not a sales call. I'm not selling anything. I just want to let you know that the reason of this call is because I just want to inform you. Has anybody ever called you about some surplus funds?
No, nobody's contacted me about surplus funds. What is that?
Okay, so surplus fund is pretty much just when you lose your house, but you lost your house to taxes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you lose your house to taxes, the county usually they don't reach out to you and let you know. So like the previous address you lived at, the county sent out a piece of mail that you probably didn't forward your address, and by you not forwarding your address, the house sold at an auction for a starting bid of the price what you lost your taxes for, and it sold for, as I'm looking, it sold for $100,000. So you are due to the difference of that.
Okay. And what is that difference?
The difference of that right now would be $92,000.
Okay, and all that's owed to me?
Yes.
Okay, and how do I know this is real?
Well, I'm looking right now. I don't work for the county. I can send you over the documents I'm looking at right now so you can see. I just want to be very transparent with you, let you know that this is legit, this is real. And the best thing about our company is that we don't charge anything up front, no fees up front. We only get paid when you get paid.
Okay. All right, and how fast can I get paid?
Well, due to COVID right now, the courts and everything is back up. You know, this is a legal matter. So sometimes when it's in the court, sometimes some cases could be back up. So we're looking at a turnaround between 6 to 8 weeks. Sometimes it can come quicker. It just depends on the county. But the faster we get this started, the faster we can get paid.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'd love to take a look. How much do you guys charge? I know you said nothing up front, but how much does it cost?
Well, you pay anything out of pocket. What I could do right now, if you got an email, I can overnight you some documents and everything through FedEx for our company. We got a FedEx account that I can overnight you the documents, and then we can set up the mobile notary the next day. Just got no. Let me see. I'm looking at my schedule right now. Will you have time on Thursday between 1 to 2? What time works best for you?
Well, I'll just take a look first and then I'll get back with you.
Okay, great. Do you mind giving me your email?
Yeah, eric@gmail.com.
Okay, great, Eric. I'm going to send these documents to you so you can look over it. I'm going on the email. I'm going to attach my phone number. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. And I'll ask one more question for you, Eric. You mind if I reach out to you tomorrow? You know, just in case, because after this phone call, I know that you probably can change your mind. You might think it's a scam or anything. I just want to follow back up with you so we can touch base.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Eric.
Thank you. Okay, Stanley, so I can tell you're getting more knowledgeable on this. It's just the beginning. I would improve just on your professional tone at the beginning, because not every person you're going to have a conversation with is going to sound like me. You might get an older individual, you might get, like an older lady or something. And, each person is going to require a different type of tone, but you're always going to want to remain professional. So, it's always good to be yourself, but there is a point when you do have to turn up the notch and become a little bit more professional in just the way that you sound. But towards the middle and the end, you definitely sounded more knowledgeable. You knew what you were saying. You do understand, the business. You just have to figure out ways to simplify it, because, the initial call, they don't really understand the business. So you want to be as direct as possible to get their email. You want to be professional. You want to be knowledgeable. Once you get their email, now you're on that second call. Now you can kind of, be a little bit more yourself, like, hey, did you get a chance to review the documents? Do you have any questions? Now you're a little bit more relaxed in your tone. But at the beginning, you definitely want to be more professional, more assertive, and just, give off that confidence. You know what I'm saying? At the middle and the end, you got a little bit better. But you're definitely getting more knowledgeable for sure. You understand the business. It's just little things that you got to work on now, get you to that level. And if you want to do some more calls with me off of YouTube, we can do that. And we'll go through each part together. So we'll do the intro. I'll let you do your mock call with the intro. I'll critique everything until you get that intro perfect. We'll do the middle. We'll literally go through everything. I'm telling you, after about an hour on the phone with me, you'll be a killer. It'll be perfect.
Okay, great. I know I got better than last time.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, man. Improvement.
Right.
And the key is, though, you got more knowledgeable. And when you're knowledgeable, you don't need a call script.
Yeah, I had went to your YouTube video. I recorded on my phone and just got listened to it at nighttime. So
Okay. All right, perfect. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on here. And I'm pretty sure even by you giving your mock call, other people learn from it as well. All right, who's up next? We have anybody else who wants to volunteer and do a mock call? Owen, do you want to do a mock call? Oh, Matthew, okay. All right, Matthew, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Eric.
Who's this?
My name is Matthew. I have an asset recovery business, Eric. The reason why I'm reaching out to you tonight is because I seen your name as a previous owner of 24 Main Street. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, I used to own that property.
Good. I'm glad I got the correct Eric. So the reason why I'm reaching out to you, has anybody ever talked to you about surplus funds or what happens after the foreclosure process?
No, nobody's reached out to me.
Well, what a surplus funds is, have you ever heard of that term before, Eric?
No, and to be honest, it sounds kind of sketchy.
Oh, yeah, I could understand why it sounds sketchy. You don't even understand what these terms are. Well, let me explain real quick, Eric. I don't want to take too much of your time. What a surplus fund is the amount of proceeds after a foreclosure sale. I seen that this property went up for a tax deed foreclosure for 33,000, and it actually sold for 20,000. And so you're actually entitled for the 17,000 that gap in between on what it was sold for. That's what's considered the surplus funds. Now, Eric, I have a business of asset recovery. What I do is I help people file claims with the county. I do my due diligence, and that's why I'm actually reaching out to you today, because I wanted to see if I could help you and show you the documentations I have.
But how did you get my number? How did you even come across my file? How did you get my phone number?
Oh, that's very easy, Eric. All this is public records. Once I do my research, I could come up and see that your number is located on these websites.
Okay. But
Yeah.
why,
So,
I mean, why didn't the county call me? Why didn't they give me a call?
well, usually when the county does send a mail out, they send it back to the previous property site, which was the foreclosure property. So with that being said, they send one letter out, and that's the best that they do, Eric. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know about these funds, and their money goes to the county, and it just gets left at the state for that. And I'm in the business of helping people, and that's what I do. So I was wondering if you had the time, I could send you the documentation showing what I'm looking at, stating that this is the money they owe. And maybe you could for tonight you could look over it, and if it's okay for you, I could call you tomorrow, see what you think, and we can move from there. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, I'd love to take a look at this. This is all new to me, and I want to talk to my attorney about this. I want to make sure everything is legit.
That's fine. Okay, Eric. As far as you have an attorney, now if you had an attorney already, Eric, I'm not trying to say that you don't, but I also work with my attorney. I could show you that the paperwork's legitimate, and then on top of that, with working with me, you don't have to pay any attorney fees. Knowing how attorneys already cost, they average around $250 an hour. I don't know if that's something you want to pay out of pocket, but I will take care of all the funds.
Well,
You
they're
wouldn't.
just a friend. They're a friend of the family. It's my uncle's friend, so I'm pretty sure he'll take care of that for me.
Okay, Eric. Well, with that being said, I still want to show you the documents showing you that you still have these funds entitled to you. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my information and show you my website, and then would it be okay if I call you in the morning?
No, tomorrow I have work, but I'll definitely take a look at it.
Well, how about after work? Can I call you after work tomorrow, Eric?
Yeah, I guess that'll be fine.
What time do you get off?
At 5 o'clock.
Okay, how about 5:30? Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow at 5:30. And can I have your email so that way I can send over these PDF files?
Yeah, eric@gmail.com.
Alrighty. All right, thank you so much, Eric. I do appreciate your time, and then I'll be talking to you tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, Matthew. So that was really good. You had, great tone. You sounded trustworthy, and you handled all the rebuttals in a pretty professional manner. I love all the points that you made. When I was saying that, okay, I have my attorney look at it. You said, well, there can be fees associated with that. We can take care of this for you. You won't cost anything up front. So that was great. I absolutely loved your intro. That was perfect. And then at the end, it was great too, when you were just, telling him, well, we'd love to still at least send you over these documents. What's a good email address for you? So that was perfect. I think you handled that great. You handled that greatly. That the only thing that I would probably improve on would just be getting that email a little bit faster. And then after that, I would use that second call to really present myself a little bit more. So on that first call, some people, when they're kind of like pushing you away, or, I'll get my friend to do it or something like that, they're trying to like hurry up and get you off the phone. So your goal on the initial call is to get their email so you can send over proof. And then that second call is when you win them over. There's sometimes when you can win somebody over on that first call, but if you get to that email as fast as possible, boom, your job is pretty much done at the beginning. But that was great, man. That was great.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Eric, I just wanted to follow on the attorney objection. I thought that was a great job also, Matthew. I think one thing that it's a little bit like the kind of dentist or, somebody doing it themselves when it's really, something that a professional should do. It's possible that the attorney line is a bluff. It's just a way to get you off the phone. It's also possible that it's legitimate, but it's not the right attorney to do this. Maybe it's an attorney who does personal injury work or does medical malpractice work or is an in-house corporate attorney. There's so many. Could be somebody who's an attorney who doesn't even practice law. So I'd say and Eric, I don't know how you feel about this. I would invite that person onto the call. I'd say if and legitimately, if you have an attorney that you want to have take a look at this, I'm happy to talk to that person. I'm not selling anything that's, snake oil. I've got a legitimate service here to provide.
Yeah.
If you have an attorney and you want to bring an attorney on that call, I'm happy to talk to that person. And if you want your attorney to review the documents that I send you, that's great. That's all to the better. And probably more than 50% of the time, you're calling a bluff. But the other part of the time, if it's legitimate, great, bring them on. It'll validate you. I mean,
yeah, that's perfect right there. I'm actually working a deal in Duval County right now where the guy, I call him every day and he just keeps saying, oh, well, I have a friend of the family that's an attorney looking over it. And what I say is, what, if he's a friend of the family, why hasn't this case been filed yet? I've presented this information to you. I've showed you that, there is proof that you're legitimately owed this money and we can go ahead and file this for you. Why are you just waiting around for him? And then, he's just, to be honest, he's just, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm going to call him every single day until he tells me to stop calling because he answers the phone. And maybe tomorrow or something, I'll call you guys and be like, hey, I got the deal. But yeah.
I'd also say, ask him to bring that, friend of the family attorney onto the call and, either that person.
Yeah, I'm going to use that line, Will, tomorrow. I'm going to say, hey, if you got this friend of the family who's an attorney, let's go ahead and bring him on the line then.
Well, yeah, when they don't get on the line the next day or they don't have time for it, how close of a family friend is this? Or how busy is this attorney that they can't get on a call for you? I mean, if it's not a priority for them, it's a priority for me. I'm the one I'm reaching out for you every day.
Yeah. Great gems. Okay, perfect. Is there anybody else who wants to do a mock call? I have one more, and then I actually have a scaling call after this. So if anybody wants to do one more mock call, or if you guys just want to use the last 10 minutes as questions, somebody ask a question or do a mock call, please.
I want to try, but I'm kind of scared.
Oh, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. We're here to get better. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to laugh at you. This is the only way you can do it, So like I said, we start off at the beginning with motivation. The actions you take now will separate yourself. So if you take an action now to practice your mock call, now you're going to separate yourself. Now you're going to be 20% better because now tomorrow you're going to know exactly what to say because you took the time today to take action, to do the mock call, to work on what you need to improve on. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I'll be myself. I'll be Eric. You can make up the dollar amount. You can make up the county and you can make up the address. On the second ring, I'm going to answer the phone.
Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling for Eric.
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, Eric. My name is Tasha. I work with X Horizon Asset Recovery Group. Did I catch you at a good time?
I guess so. What's going on?
Well, this call is in regards to a property that sits at 502 East Market Street. Does that ring a bell to you?
Yeah, I used to own that property.
Okay, well, I have the right person. I don't want to take up much of your time, so I'll just make this really quick. So the property was sold at an auction. I noticed that the property was owed, some money was owed to the, oh my gosh, see, I'm just so nervous. Okay, all right, let me try again.
That's fine.
Okay, so this property was in foreclosure. I noticed that there were some money owed to the city on this property, which was about $5,000. And so the property went for sale at an auction. The property ended up selling for more than what was owed. So therefore, the excess that was owed after the taxes and the fees were paid is owed to you, the owner. Are you aware of the situation?
No, and that's kind of crazy that I'm owed money when I didn't pay my taxes.
Well, I have seen this a lot with a lot of my clients. The first thing they tell me is that they don't know about it. And I will say that it may sound strange, but it is very, very real. What I can do is I can send you over all the information I have and I'm looking at. So we're looking at the same thing. And so you can understand where it's coming from, where the money is coming from. Would you mind giving me your email? Like send it over to you?
Yeah, you can send that to eric@gmail.com.
Okay, nice. Okay, all right. So just to give you a little bit of information, like I said, I don't want to keep you too long. The property was sold for more than what was owed. And actually the amount that is owed to you is about $125,000. And I'm pretty sure you could use that money right now, especially in this time. So what I will do is send the information over to you and I can follow up with you tomorrow. You can take a look at it and we can go over the information to see if you want to get your money back. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I mean, I love to take a look at it. Everything sounds good, but I just want to verify that this is legit.
No problem. I'll send those information over to you. If you have any question regarding
Well, I do have a
anything,
question. How much is this going to cost?
well, this will not cost you anything. The beauty of working with us is that we pay everything out of our own pockets. In regards to filing the paperwork, shipping anything to you, we cover all the cost. How we get paid is if we are successful with your claim, we take a portion of what we recover. Therefore, it's at no cost to you.
Okay. All right. And how fast can I get paid?
Well, usually it'll take about 30 to about 45 days. However, with a whole COVID situation going on, we're not sure, but that is a time frame. But I will tell you that I will work as fast as I can with the county so we can get you paid as fast as possible.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, what do you need from me to get started?
Well, the only thing I will need is you gave me your email address and your physical address, just so I can send you these paperwork.
Okay.
And
All
is
right.
this a good phone number for you?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So I have all that I need right now. If I do need more information, I will definitely reach out to you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
All right. So for your first time, that wasn't bad at all. You definitely sounded professional. You sounded knowledgeable. There's just a few things that we'll tighten up. So at the beginning, when you said that I catch you at a good time, you're automatically giving them the upper, how do I say this? You're just making them higher in the call already. You're saying, did I catch you at a good time? They can automatically, no, you didn't, and then possibly hang up on you. I get scam calls all the time. I'm pretty sure you guys do too. You answer the phone and it's like, okay, get to the point. Like, what the hell are you calling me about? Why are you bothering me? So those little questions like that can kind of be annoying. So I wouldn't say, did I catch you at a good time? What you said after that was perfect. I don't want to take too much of your time. So you're now in command. You're letting them know, I don't want to take too much of your time. And you're going to present to them something that is beneficial to their situation, because most of the time, any business that you do, as long as you're providing value, this is definitely something that they would like to hear. So I would remove the did I catch you at a good time and just stick to I don't want to take too much of your time. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
It
great.
does.
And then you also want to simplify things. So when I was asking, well, how am I owed this money if I, didn't pay my taxes or whatever? You did a good job explaining it, and I'm glad that you're knowledgeable and you know it, but you can shorten things up, by saying, you're rightfully owed these funds. The county can only keep what was due. So the taxes that were due, the county can legally only keep that amount. Anything over that amount is rightfully owed to you.
Okay.
So you can keep that one. And then also it won't cost you anything up front. You don't want to say it won't cost you anything, because at the end, it will cost them. You just want to say it won't cost you anything up front. So no upfront fees.
Okay.
And then you can say we handle all filing fees. But other than that, I mean, I can tell you've definitely done your research. You, if you took the course, you definitely read through it because you're knowledgeable. You understand what you're saying.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Well, all right, you guys. Thank you everybody for hopping on the call. I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right, good night.